Alright guys, we talked about upgrading the seat on this old Lesco. I've looked at some seat covers. Obviously nobody custom makes anything ready to go for these things. You can have something custom made by an upholstery guy. Can be done. But what I have here is another seat, obviously off of a different mower, Gaverly ZT-HD I believe. It's a little bit of a smaller seat. I think this original is probably more comfortable to sit on, but that one might look better. So let's see what we have to do to get that seat on here. So if we look at the bottom of this seat, how it's mounted, it's basically just the rails are mounted directly to the seat. Lighter rail system off of this seat here. Obviously I'm not going to be able to use that the way this one functions. So we should be able to just take this seat and mount it directly onto the rails here. The seats on these are actually fairly easy to remove. There's two bolts in the front here on the swing arms. So we'll go ahead and remove those bolts. It's just a 9/16 and I believe a 3/4 inch on this end. So we'll remove both of these pins. And we should be able to just lift the seat off of there. Of course, after you disconnect the switch that's going to the seat here. So with those two pins in the front and the wire disconnect to the seat, we have the seat completely off of the mower. Now, since we have these rails on this original seat, we'll just transfer this whole rail onto the other seat that we have. That seat obviously had a little bit of a different setup, and that will not work on this mower, so we'll use the original setup here. Let's see if we can get everything transferred over. I was able to remove the complete rail system off this old seat and swap right onto our new seat here. Everything lined right up. I used all the original hardware that came off our old seat, so rails fit right on. They are kind of universal, looks like. I was even able to use the original hardware off of the old seat, and that bolts right in. It's the same threads, all that. Everything should function the way it is. Let's get this seat onto the mower and see how it looks. We have the seat in place. I was able to get both of the pins in the front, back in, and even the original wire or the plug for pressure switch on the seat plugs in directly, so there's no issues. There's plenty of wire that's long enough. And now that it's fully installed, I think it looks great. It fits in the exact same position our original seat was in, and that totally changes the looks and feels of it. Now the red I'm not really digging. It doesn't match anything, but we'll do something about that. But now that we know the seat fits, it looks good on the mower, I think I may do a suspension seat on this. Maybe we'll keep that for a different video. But this works. It doesn't get any better than that. This is pretty much a direct bolt on. Everything works. All the original hardware, everything fits this seat. And it actually looks good on the mower. So it works. So again, stay tuned. We'll be putting the suspension system on this seat, on this mower, for the next video. Hopefully this video has helped someone out. If you got any questions, comments, please feel free. I thank you for watching.